Hi, I'm Steve Archer.
David Meese.
This is Don Francisco.
This is Tim Archer.
Hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Real Videos, and today we are here with many of these guys are the pioneers of Christian music. So if you want to learn about the roots of Christian music and how it all started, what's been going on, you guys want to keep it locked right here on the world's most incredible show. Y'all know what it is, baby. It's Real Videos. Hey guys, welcome back to Real Videos. Your man T-Bone Soprano here, hanging out with a bunch of the pioneers of Christian music. Man, how you guys feeling? You guys feeling good? Give me some noise. Give me some energy.
Excellent. Beside myself. Yeah.
Well, hey, listen, what I want to do is I want to talk to you guys a little bit, first of all, about what each one of you guys, first of all, you kind of already said hello to everyone, but I want you to just kind of say how long you've been doing this in Christian music, when you started, and what your whole experience has been like.
It's been 36 years.
Wow.
And it's been, it's had its mountains and valleys, but overall, it's been awesome with Jesus.
That is amazing. Now, these guys, keep in mind, these guys go back like bell-bottoms and corduroys. I mean, we're going back to the 8-track days before there were CDs, correct? Matter of fact, I want to, from a showing of hands, how many of you guys had a 8-track come out on a record? We got 1, 2, 3. All you guys?
Yeah.
Now, tell me, what was it like to see your first 8-track come out, or your first album?
Well, that was it. When I released my first album in '76, it was just vinyl. Yeah. There was no 8-track. Wow. It was just vinyl. And then they came out with 8-tracks, and that was like a newfangled thing. But I hated it because it stopped in the middle of a song and it switched tracks, so I hated that. So then cassettes, and then CDs, and now I'm happy.
And how long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing it 32 years.
32 years. What about you, my man?
Me too, 32 years.
32 years, and over here?
Yeah, I'm up there with Steve at 36.
Tell me, you were actually there on the historic day where Real Videos actually launched itself and aired. What was that whole, take us back to that day, what it was like.
Well, I just remember it was a big thing. Okay. I remember for Matt Crouch, and for Paul Crouch and the whole gang, it was a bit of a controversial thing in that day. But it was they were trying to reach out to the youth, and Matt and the guys were kind of pushing that opportunity. And Paul opened the door, and they did a big old fundraiser in the Praise-a-thon or whatever, and they launched Real Videos. And I remember that very night being there, and remember. Mr. Crouch and telling Matt, I think we're going to be good. So
that's amazing. Now, I got a question for you guys, because when all that you're saying back in those days, it was kind of controversial. Were you guys known as kind of like the rebels back then because you were young and doing something that had never been done?
Well, that was the whole thing, man. I mean, when we started doing it, nobody was doing it. We started doing it, and churches wouldn't have us because we were too scary for them, you know. And then the rock people wouldn't have us because we were too upfront with our Christianity. So we figured nobody wanted it, so why would we do it, you know? But we did it because God called us to do it, and we just went for it, and we kept doing it, and nobody could make us stop, and that was it, you know.
Now here, I want to ask you a real question before we jump into the next video. What in the world did Christian music videos look like back in those days?
There weren't any, man. There was nothing. It didn't
Here's
happen.
a trivia question. Does anybody know what the first Christian video ever was?
No, Moses parting the Red Sea. I don't know.
You know what?
It could have been Mylon in that motorcycle helmet. I don't know.
That's kind of what I was thinking. That's one of the first videos. Hey everybody, welcome back to Real Videos. Your man T-Bone here, hanging out with some of the pioneers. I'm a young cat right now, man. Y'all gonna be 35, but I'm young compared to these guys. But you guys all look good. You guys still look good. Now here's what I want to know, because while you guys were doing the project, I'm sure that you guys learned a lot about each other's personalities, things you didn't know. So what I want to do, if you can give him the mic, what we're gonna do is start with him. You're gonna describe the person to the left of you.
Well, you know, the only dirt I know of is I can't find, but. He's one of the finest. Of course, I consider him the master storyteller of our generation in song, and in getting to know him, I can tell you that I couldn't be more impressed with the man, with his heart, his spirit, his true spirit for God, and he's funny. He's brass sometimes. If you want to know the truth, ask him a question.
There you go.
And if you don't, but
Please
Mr.
don't
Friend,
ask me what I think of you. I might not get the answer that you want me to.
I think that's why he wrote the song, I Got to Tell Somebody, because he can.
Now, what about you? Tell me a little bit about this guy over here.
Well, now, actually, I had never gotten to work with David until I did a concert with him about a year before we did this thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was such a wonderful fit. Man, as soon as it was over, I was talking to him, how can we work this out? Maybe do this, but we couldn't figure out how to do it.
Australia together.
Yeah, yeah, because, but yeah, that's the time that I really got to know him.
Cool. Now, what about you?
Oh, it's been phenomenal. Steve here, his brother's Tim. I'll let him trash him. But Steve, no, I love Steve. He's funny. He's fun to be around. He's got his real serious side. But the thing about Steve especially, and well, everybody really, is that we just laugh all the time when we're together. It's just a hoot, you know. And it's not an ego thing. Like, none of us have anything left to prove. You know, we're almost dead. So you're just hanging with it, you know. But you've already done it. You've been there. You've done that. You went through the industry. You did the whole deal. And here we are, 30 some odd years later. We're still doing it. And so we've got stories out, you know, out the wall. And when talking to Steve here,
Good word, wall. I like.
well, they had a couple of albums that were just transformational for me. So, you know, and so talking to Steve here and just having a chance to hang with him and visit with him, it's just been amazing.
Now, what about you, my man?
Well, yeah, that's my brother Tim down there. And he and my two older brothers, which he's one of three, first of all, let me live. So I appreciate that. And thank God Janice came along, my little sister, who sang with Tim and I in the Archers. But
I had a terrible crush on your sister. Terrible crush on her.
Yeah, you and quite a few others.
I know.
But when I think of my brother Tim, I think of someone who helped mentor me, and who was kind of leading his little brother as we, you know, at 13 and 16 years of age, we were singing in front of people in contests, and at 18 and 21 years of age started recording and doing things like that. And so I looked to him for a lot of directions and a lot of, you know, building up your confidence and to harmonize together, to sing together, and then also to sit next to each other on the road of life, whether it was touring and singing in a group or whether it was just real life, good or bad, sitting next together and being not only brothers, blood brothers, but being brothers in Christ.
That's awesome. Well, man, that's amazing. It's great just to hear how much you guys love each other and the great words. We didn't. He's like, thank you, baby, because I know he had a lot of dirt on me. So, guys, listen, stay tuned. We're going to jump into another old school video. It's old school time right here on Real Video. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with more after this.